But nobody knows what has happened or anything at this point. So, in the window busters, I used to sell pocket knives that window busters on them, but K-bar for the military people and the medics and stuff. A car can fill up with water very quickly. Cab fills up with water and the tires flip. Yep. Yes, the car. Pardon me. Yeah, I mean, we don't know. We have no idea. Justin Manny behind the mic is in chat. Permission to restream you. Yeah, he can come up if he wants. He's welcome to come up. Sure, he can come up. Or, yeah, you can restream. That's fine. Sure. Manny's a cool cat. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here, but it just depends on how much. There is no way that is weird. I think someone pushed the car in there, in my opinion. Yes, bro. Oh, I mean, in my opinion, that car was not. In my opinion, this is not a fact. Opinions are never fact. So don't take this as fact, please. In my opinion, this is excruciating. Yes, foul play. One in my heart of heart, I think so. Show which photos, Vet Girl. But where that red thing is, I don't know the proper term for it. And also, this way, I mean, and this is the story that we buy you. Okay. Did Vet Girl say something yet? Thank you, Angel in Heaven. Was just trying to see if she said anything yet. Yes, Cassie, Molly was live earlier. I'm getting some more stuff in, so just bear with me, guys. I apologize for the silence in between. Damn it. Oh. Okay, guys, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hey Kim, this where you messaged me, I don't see the photos where you said. Hold on, let me check something else. Sorry for the silence, guys. God, it's hard to see pictures of this young girl, sweet Kylie. It's really hard. Now this is another thing. As you can see here, this little red thing right here. And I that may be the grandfather. I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's the grandfather. Thank you so much, Megan. Thank you. If someone placed something on that gas pedal to get it, would it still be in the same place? If someone placed something on the gas pedal, um, if someone placed something like, would something still be on the gas pedal? Is that what you mean? The accelerator? Poor grandfather. I mean, I don't even know if he knows what, that bayou thing means. You know what I mean? Her phone was last pinged at 12:33 at water, but text was last sent at 12:36. Is that what has been reported? How? Okay, let's look at this timeline. Let's talk about it because it's very important. Hello, Moto. 1 second, guys. I'm getting some information. All right. So the map that I showed earlier, I'm going to show this very quickly. Well, not very quickly, but I'm going to show this thing. So right here, look at this photo very closely. This is Kylie's poor grandfather, and it's hard to see. Let me see if I take me off. Will that help? It won't let me zoom for some reason. Let's see here if I can zoom it like this way. No, hell no. Crap. Let me try this. Oh, perfect. So you guys can see it better. And then I want to show you something on a map. Thank you so much, Bernadette. Having a 16-year-old boy breaks my heart. We need to a silence prayer for this family already. Sad. Already said the gas pedal. Uh, thank you so much, Bernadette. Who said the gas pedal, honey? Always keeping it classy, great job. Thank you, LH. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for your donations. It means a lot. Okay. So let me show you this. And it's not wanting to share it. Okay. Don't know why. Let's try it again. All right, so we're going to do this. Let me see something. Crap. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me when I talk? Just let me know before I show this. Just write a yes or a no. Okay, great. All right. So right here, so as we can see where the grandfather is and all this. Okay. So I'm going to zoom in on this. This is where she was found. That makes sense. You know, the car does float a little bit, and also, as you notice, this is a hill.
Hey guys.
You know, so it would have a little bit of, if it was pushed, it would have a little bit of running speed as well. Okay. Now I'm going to show y'all where the bear with me 1 second. One second, guys. Okay, so did I send that yet or not? Let me see if I sent it. Sorry, I'm having to do this as things come in. Okay. Now send it. Come on, man. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this is where she was found. This is the area that she was found in. Hold on a minute. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's right. I just want to double check my stuff to make sure it's not wrong. Here we go. So she was found in this area. It appears somewhere in this area. Now, if she was found in this area from the photos, there's no way in hell she drove there herself. I'm just saying, in my opinion. If she was found in this area, which is what it appears by photos, from what I understand, there's no way. No way. No way. How did the water get so far out? The sand wouldn't allow the wheels to turn, not even to push it. What the hell? Well, I mean, that hill, I mean, the hill, I mean, it's not like quicksand or anything. It's dirt with a little bit of sand on top, but it's very packed. Yes, we can see your comments. It was a hill. Yeah, it was a hill. Absolutely. Well, I mean, this road right here is a dead end. It goes nowhere. It goes nowhere. Nowhere. And about it, like if she was found here, from here to here is about as wide as, it's, I mean, this is a little bit more wider than from here to here. But if you look at the lake photos of where that buoy is, or then there's just no way. Catch up on some of your comments. Yes, for those that are just coming in, Kiely Rodni was found today with Adventures with Purpose. She was found in the memory of a goldfish Prosser family campground in the lake, very just really a few hundred yards from where the party was. Now, she was found by Adventures with Purpose. She was found not too long ago. I mean, people are just now really, the news just reported it. I found out about 15 minutes after Adventures with Purpose had posted. Yeah. Thank you, Marie. God bless you, honey. So it's just it's a very unfortunate day. Let's look. I'm sorry if you guys hear my dog. I'm just trying to see something right here. Okay. Bear with me. Exactly. Okay. Let's look at Google Earth now. So the way I see it, she was found in my opinion. This is not fact right now. I showed you the picture where they did find her, but from what I understand, which is very little, so I'm just saying my opinion at the moment. It appears like she was found right in here. And I'll show you another reason why. First of all, you can see over, you can see on the other side in that photo. And but you see what I'm looking at. If she was found in this area, which I think she was, I mean, there is, you can see how it slopes exactly. Pardon me, my kids are yelling. Bear Girl says locating her in the car seat belt, car in drive or neutral, and the medical examiner will know immediately, in my opinion. Um, I think that can be a great start, but you can, trigger warning, you can strap someone dead in a seat belt, and find a way to push the gas. Hello, Bullhorn Betty. You want to come up, Betty? You're welcome to. Um, Kiely Rodni has been found. We do have photos of where she has been found. Okay, Catherine, I've got a ton of emails coming in, so let me check something. Betty, if you want to come up, you're welcome to. Any other creators, you're welcome to. But yeah, this road, it goes to nowhere. Is the title right? Yes, the title is right. Kiely Rodni was found. Sure, no problem, Betty. So it appears, I mean, guys, this is the thing. This is the thing. They were partying right in here, like right in this area, right? In my opinion, she was found somewhere in here, somewhere in this area. Um, you know, this wasn't the way to go home. This was not the way to go home. There should have been tire tracks, but the police, does anyone know if the location is near her house? Oh, it's going the absolute opposite direction. The absolute opposite direction. This goes to, I mean, okay, for instance, let's just say, for instance, she was found in this area, right? Somewhere in this area. Okay, let's say the road is right here. That's the end of the road. Hello, Bernadette.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
Good. How are you? Can you turn that off, the other one, if you don't mind? It's
Oh,
echoing.
sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
they said that they had found her by the water. I mean,
I think
mainly
I
the
think
only
it's
thing
foul
we have
play.
right now is speculation. I mean, sure, I'll send you the link. Yes, Bernadette, what you need, honey?
No, I was just I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm new to YouTube.
Okay. Do you have a quick comment you want to talk about?
I think it's foul play, and
In your opinion?
yes,
hmm Well,
and it's
we
so
will.
sad.
It is sad. It is sad. Um, me would be able to tell if she passed before her car accident into the water, but if yes and no, uh, it's very. It
Not my
depends.
camera.
I sent a link. I sent a link. It depends on how long the body was in there. The body was in there 2 weeks, and I can tell you from experience that water changes things more
A lot.
rapidly. Yes, very quickly.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to college for that. So
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming up, Bernadette. I have Bullhorn Betty coming up, so we're going to do some talking, but thank you for commenting, okay?
all right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day, hon. Bye bye. Hello, Bullhorn Betty.
Hey guys, hello. So, I think I've got an idea of where it might have been or what might have happened. I'm showing that it almost looks like she might have went near the actual boat ramp where she might have went in.
You think
And
so?
I don't know if that's what I'm looking at here. I don't know if, what I've got, the photo with the dots is where it's actually at, because I don't know where the photo came from,
Right,
you
right.
know? So I
If you
don't
want to
know where
share your
the,
screen, you're welcome to.
okay, let me share. This is what I got. Now, again, I'm, this is a fluid situation, so
It's
yeah, I'm
literally
reliable,
it's so new. It's
right?
crazy.
And so we don't have a lot of information about this, but I can tell you that this is just sad. But I was hopeful. But I didn't want to prop him up too much, because it's just, if you wish for it too much, it won't come true. But if
Yeah,
you're, a little more reserved, maybe, just maybe, I'm thankful that she's not a cold case, because if they didn't find her, they would have never found her. They had already searched Prosser Lake, I don't know how many times.
yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I said. If I mean, if Adventures with Purpose wasn't there, she it wouldn't have happened. Would
We
not
would
have, because
we
they've
would still be
searched it.
speculating years later what happened
Yes,
to her.
yes, and it's
But
sad. I always felt she was in water.
yeah, I did too. Literally, as soon as I read the very first story, I think it was August 7th, when I was reading about this party, and we were already hearing about, the alcohol and substances. I remember just thinking, oh, you poor baby. I remember just, it's like I knew. I don't know how to explain it, but it was like, you poor baby. I just felt that she was in the water, and I relied, of course, naturally, Adventures with Purpose. The difference is that law enforcement did nothing wrong. It's just that Adventures with Purpose have specialized skills, specialized equipment, more high tech equipment that they utilize, and they know how to utilize, because they utilize it every single day. This is what they do,
hmm
and this is all they do, really.
Sure.
And so, the law enforcement didn't do anything wrong. It's just they didn't have the experience or the education. I mean, I'm sure they knew how to operate their equipment and stuff like that. I'm not saying that. But with somebody like Adventures with Purpose, they have experience. They have experience surveilling areas and potential breach areas. And that's the experience that you only get, by being highly qualified in this area, and they are. Um,
And then
I think they were
yeah,
hoping they didn't find her, because then there would have been, some kind of hope.
yeah.
Um, but I'm glad it did come to an end, so at least her family can have closure. They don't have to keep. I mean, I can't imagine going to bed every night just
Not
not
answer.
knowing.
A lot of these families I've talked to, and I know you've talked to, they say just not having an answer is the worst part.
Yeah, It's the uncertainty. It's not knowing. I can't,
Yes.
because you're. I mean, think about it. You've got kids. I've got stepchildren. I've got
Yes.
grandchildren. I'm constantly worried about them and constantly worried about their future. When they start driving, I'm almost scared. I'm ready to turn in my driver's license. And you really put a lot. You don't realize, how precious things are. You almost take things for granted, and this is a scenario that this is a situation they've done many times before. She's gone out to parties. She's been responsible. She's made it home by her curfew, but there was no contingency, it sounds like, for if she didn't. And I always said that 12:33 mark was very significant because that's when the phone went off, not powered off. It was on and boom, it was gone. And I
Yes.
kept saying whatever happened very close to where she was parked, because from 12:30 to 12:33, that it was a 3-minute window. And
Yeah.
boom, she's gone. So,
Exactly. And that
you
was
know,
enough for them to go there and dump it in the water and the phone to turn off.
yeah.
And that's
So,
all it took.
yeah. So now I'm curious as to where she was, the autopsy. I'm curious to know what was in her, blood. I'm curious to know what's in her lungs. Um, but
It's a
and,
lot.
and there's nothing, and this is to all the parents out there. This is a very tragic situation, and there's nothing that's going to
Oh,
really prevent these tragedies from moving forward. There
I'm
really.
sorry. I didn't know that was back there. I apologize. I'm just
Oh, yeah. So this is what I'm getting.
Jeez.
I don't know where this was from, but it kind of looks like that might have been, because it really does make sense. She made the wrong turn inside Prosser. And when she made the wrong turn, she just drove, I mean, possibly just drove right in.
I mean, it's
Or
possible.
pushed. I mean, we still haven't gotten an autopsy. I know there's a lot of people on the fence about, what happened and things like that. I don't want to discredit anybody's opinion. But this could, we're going to find out more in the next, I'm sure in the next 2 weeks. Well, they might start releasing some information in the next few days, but you're not really going to get any kind of results back from your, um, your autopsy for at least a couple weeks. At least that's the way it is here in Florida. California might be 10 times worse for all I know.
Yeah.
But this is what was given to me. I don't know how accurate this is. Again, this is a fluid situation. Sometimes we just, get a lot of stuff hitting at us at one time, and we're looking at it. We're trying to decide, but there's literally no time to confirm this. There's no place to confirm this either. Nobody's
No.
really. We know that she was found at Prosser Lake, or Creek Reservoir. We know that she was that the vehicle's upside down. We know that she was identified as being in that vehicle. It was sad for me to hear that the father had to go up to the sheriff's office or something like that. The grandfather would not leave his granddaughter. So the grandfather stayed there, and it will stay there. So it's, he wouldn't leave. He wanted her out. He didn't want her being by herself. My heart, I mean, this is just a really,
She's still a kid.
yeah, she's a baby.
She's a kid,
Yeah.
and
A very
and
smart.
that's
Let's realize this. She was very smart, a very talented, girl. Very, she graduated years earlier. She played multiple instruments. She's had a beautiful voice. It seems like she had a very good upbringing from parents that really cared and loved her. This was just something horrible happened. This is starting to make me change my mind also, because maybe she did leave, maybe she did do this to herself, maybe somebody else did. But my question is, did they see this happen and all leave there at 12:30 at night and not render aid? Did somebody see this happen?
Mhm.
I mean, I'm just we still have a lot of work to do, but this is a step in the right direction, as many of you guys know. This is good, and this is good news that she was found. Sad news, but good news.
Right. It's a resolution,
Yeah.
at least. And and we will find out if this was an accident or if it um was intentional.
Yeah.
We will find out.
Yeah. I mean, there's like, even if we look at all the speculative stuff, so for example, if she has oxygen, or excuse me, water in her lungs, we know she was breathing when she went in. If she does not, if she has no water in her lungs, that's a good indicator that she died, then was put in the water. So there are some things, obviously, with what may have happened to her, like whether she drowned or she has blunt force trauma. That again, or when they do a toxicology, find out she may have OD'd or something of that nature. Again, they definitely will be able to provide more information. And I'm very excited to hear about what Adventures with Purpose has to say in their press conference tomorrow.
Let me show you why I think it is where it is. First of all, you can see on the other side here, right? And there is clearly, there's a road up here, and it cuts over, right? And then this is kind of on a hill. As you can see, this is lower, right? And God bless Grandpa, God bless him. And as you see, it's out there. So you see that. Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate your super sticker. Thank you. And then, so let me share this.
Let me show you something real quick. This,
Sure.
I just want to tell you guys something. If I don't know if you guys know Stony Stone, but we communicate a few times about these vehicles, and I missed a great opportunity.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
And these were days ago.
I'm guessing yes.
And you can kind of see images inside the water of something that appears to be a vehicle.
So,
and this
I saw that.
Yes. Volume a little bit.
And he sent it to me on Tuesday, and you can start seeing the.
So I'm watching. I'm looking for a lot of different feeds. There's a lot of videos out there.
Oh no,
a lot of people covering this.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, he's got.
And I know everybody wants to be the first one to.
And you can almost see it, and I'm pretty
say
sure
what happened, but I mean, she was just found. Here's that word, literally
might have been,
a couple hours ago.
I want to say 100%.
I think it's way too soon to speculate on whether it was foul play. Was she drunk? Did somebody do it?
And the
it
only
was a
reason
murder
why
or whatever.
I didn't run with these is because I got sidetracked, and I didn't have a chance.
Now
to
some
speak
report
to
about the
him
boyfriend
location,
who
'cause I
posted a
wanted to pin
comment
it
on
the
some
map before I
TikTok, and then he
told the
removed the
audience.
comment.
And that was on Tuesday.
So
and here it is Sunday.
and somebody on TikTok is going, "Oh, now I have to update my update. I just updated a few minutes ago." I'm like,
and I have a funny feeling.
you know what? This is a problem.
Does look like it's
and I'm not getting down on.
I got another
I'm not
of the
criticizing Justin. Justin is just reporting what he hears. And Justin's all right. His page is cool. I'm just saying, everybody wants to start with the murder and the foul play and this and that.
See,
I said we don't know anything yet.
And
let's not turn this into another situation where
your boat in it. I mean, either way,
we're talking like we were there. Like I haven't the slightest idea.
Turn the wrong turn.
This was in
It's dark
California.
out there. You can't.
I mean, we can speculate, but she was a teenage girl. She was at a party.
At night.
And
once you pass that
the same speculation you can have, but let's not start talking.
I guarantee it was.
I think she was murdered, or I think that, or I think she drowned.
JLR went to Ben Hill Road.
The one thing that is true, in case you didn't know, Kate referred to it a little bit ago.
I bet you she didn't.
That's how you can tell if somebody was alive.
She didn't hit her head or something as she
even if they were in the water. Were they alive, or did they drown?
Still don't have an autopsy.
If they were alive and breathing, and
inside that vehicle,
taking
So
in
for all those
water,
people that
their lungs will
believe,
be full of water.
Something more nefarious
If they were
happened,
already
that has
deceased
still
and
not
then
been
put in the
ruled out.
water,
All that's
well,
been
then there wouldn't be any water in the
all that's
lungs
been
necessarily,
proven here
because they
today is
wouldn't be
that
breathing, so
she
they wouldn't
is
be
in the
breathing
water
in,
and she has been
any
found.
water at all.
Right.
So, I mean, we can speculate all you want. I mean, how did the car get upside down? I mean, these are all questions everybody's got. He showed a map a little bit ago of
And
the house she was at, or the campground she was at, and that little drive she took. She hung a left and went
some
around.
things about people need to stop spreading
Very
false
possible she got
accusation
lost
until
and just
they
ran
have
off the road and
facts.
didn't know.
And I think we've all
Maybe
tried
she
to,
had a few
we
drinks.
all have speculative channels.
Maybe
We
she
bring
had
the
a few
facts
drinks.
up and people speculate or people derive opinions
I
based
mean, there have
upon
been
those
many
facts.
teenagers who do that once in a
Everybody's
while,
different. So you've got the,
or even when they're
on
not
one
supposed to,
side
but
of
they do
the
it at a party. So
scale,
it's,
all
I
the
mean,
way to
that's
the other
possible
side of the
also.
scale of people that have
It's
their
possible she
speculation
just
and their opinions. And when you
was
have a party and a
disoriented.
child
Was
disappears and
in the middle of the
nobody
night
knows where she
probably
is, and you hear things like,
when she left.
there
I'm
was
sure it was
300
dark. It's
people at
dark
a
out in the
party and nobody
woods.
could confirm whether she
Maybe he
was
thought
even
it
at
was
the
the
party,
road
and
and
nobody
just
can
drove
confirm
right
if she
into
even left the party, and nobody can confirm it.
that body of water right there.
Wonder, how is that
And
possible?
I mean, easily you can bump your head and pass out, and then you're going to drown.
We're in true crime. We see some of the
So
worst, worst of the worst.
It's just
in
one of those
humanity.
things where it's just way too
We
early.
tend to speculate.
I mean, everybody can put ideas out there and
From
stuff,
one end
but
to the other. I don't
yeah, I'm not
think
going to put any
we're
ideas out there because I have no idea. I have no clue.
This is the thing. I mean, we have to
And
speculate. This is.
I'm
the
trying to
thing.
find some other footage. Hey, Denise. Hey, Nadia. And everyone else, thank you so much for just checking this out for a little bit.
We are
I asked Justin. His name is
theories
Justin.
that could happen.
He's with Justice for
People's like,
All
well,
on
innocent
YouTube,
till proven
and he's
guilty,
on with
innocent
Molly a
till
lot.
proven guilty. And I'm like, well, there's also a thing
But I
called
watch
probable
Justin
cause.
sometimes by himself,
Yeah,
and
It's enough
I asked
to
him, "Do you
arrest
mind if I
you
stream
and
you?"
hold you.
Mhm.
You know what I
And,
mean? So I mean,
and
yes,
I'm trying to find
technically
some
you
other
are innocent until proven guilty.
That's in the
but there-
sources,
law.
trying to get
That
some more
is
information.
After,
Yes.
But as of right now, there's not
probable
going to be
cause.
much.
That's
I mean, all we
after
can
the
do now is
arrest.
really is
After
wait
the
for the
accusation. That's after all those
see if
things
they
happen.
disclose what the car looks
Then
like.
you have, yes, the right
All I
to
know
a
that it
fair
was upside
trial
down.
and the right to
If there
proper
was
defense.
foul play
But
and
I'm like, there's
something
enough for
holding
them
the
to
gas
handcuff
pedal
you,
down,
take you
if the car's upside down, well, that's not going to be there
you
anymore,
gotta have
or at least it's
probable
not going to be
cause
on
enough
the gas pedal.
for them to arrest you.
So there's just a lot of
and again, it's
just too
doesn't
early,
mean you're guilty, and it doesn't mean you're
too early
innocent.
for whatever autopsy, depending on how busy they are.
I think this
hopefully
is
it'll be done this
for
week.
all the younger audience out there. I think this is a good,
and just find out what the heck,
segue
what was in her
in, even
system.
for the parents out there, talk to your children.
So
about the
we'll
buddy
see. We'll keep
system.
playing
The bottom
Justin here a
line
little bit
is
more,
kids are
and
going to most likely
just
go
for a
through
little
party
while,
in their
and I'll
life.
come back
We
and
know
see if I can
that
find some
that
other
is,
coverage too.
A good possibility.
Mhm.
So the idea of acting like it's not going to happen is not probably a tactic to use. Maybe a good tactic to use would be, understanding that that's going to happen and reserve your anger for the next day, because we all know kids with hangovers hate being yelled at, so it's more appropriate the next day. Just FYI, don't bother screaming that night. Just be quiet. But the next day is the perfect time to then go off on the kids, right? But put in those contingencies. Let your children know if you are ever in a position like this. I'm not going to be mad at you. You call me and I'll take you home. I'll drive you home. You need to figure out what to do after that. What kind of punishment you want, because you still want them to call you if they're
Of
ever.
course.
You know what? They still have to be held accountable for the bad decisions they make, because at the end of the day, parents don't like their children coming in drunk. Parents are fearful to know that
they shouldn't be coming in drunk, but it happens. It happens.
But there's another point to make here too. If we do find out that Kiely did in fact put herself behind the wheel while she was in great disrepair, and highly intoxicated from some of the people I've spoken with, if she did do this to herself, we should be thankful that nobody else was with her.
Mhm.
I mean, just just a little food for thought. This is a bad situation, no matter what the autopsy
Doesn't
said.
matter. It's still bad. Exactly.
No matter how you look at it, but thank God there was in the grand scheme of things, this whole vehicle could have been packed with children, kids all jumping in to go to an after party. That could have been the case, and it's not. So we could be dealing with a lot more tragedies right now as opposed to one. So just on the brighter side of things, if we can look at it that way, still just horrible. But I am curious because this case has me questioning a lot of things, and I there were several things now that we know where she was. We know, what could have happened or possibly could have happened. Now that it makes you wonder, could somebody have been driving her and did that and was able to get out of that vehicle? There were kids that did leave in that car caravan at 12:30. It just now a whole different line of questioning just comes in that I want to, find out from them kids. Just a whole line of different questioning.
Yes. So this photo right here is it's active. It's it's kind of what's happening now. This is what's happening now. So there's a lot of, I guess that's when the police are first getting there, and they're going to have to process this. The police said after this is processed, that is when they will is that a boat? That's a boat.
Yeah, it might be one of the little kayak type of boat,
right,
paddleboard boats that they got out there.
Hey guys, if anyone is on the scene in the area that's watching this right now, if there's anyone who is familiar with this area, has been to this area,
SF Investigates on Twitter has really been covering this. He was the one that was out there with the grandfather. He was the one I actually just heard on another channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
But he has updates on his Twitter feed that he's been pumping out. So
I've been watching his. Let's see here. Yeah, he hasn't updated anything in 1 hour. Let's see here.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
Yeah.
So Truckee, I'm assuming that's how you say it. Truckee, California, is right by Lake Tahoe. I mean, really close to Lake Tahoe. And it's not far from Reno either. It's just the little short drive from the Nevada border. In case anybody was wondering, I just looked it up, and it looks to be, I don't know, I'll call it 40 minutes from Lake Tahoe, and maybe the same 40 minutes, possibly an hour up to the a little more up to Reno. Possibly up to a couple hours, actually. I know it looks a lot closer on a map, but so I mean, it looks like a beautiful area. And I apologize if you guys didn't hear earlier. I thought I had the volume low enough when I talked to you guys a bit ago. Can you guys hear me now? Am I coming out? It'd be freaking funny if I didn't. Just talking to myself, I guess. 14 inches? I thought it was 14 feet. I thought it was 14 feet of water. That's what I heard earlier. And yeah, I know cars can, I don't know, depending on, I imagine the current and the angle that the car went down into the water and all that, we can imagine the car could twist and, one end gets full of water, before the other end, and it'll just take a dive and it could flip over, I imagine. Um, so that can, be the cause of the car being upside down. Um, I imagine there were tire tracks. If she did, I mean, get if if she got off the road by mistake, I imagine there were. I don't see it, but they're going to be tire tracks because you got people who back their boats in there and stuff like that. So you're going to see tire tracks anyway. So seeing tire tracks there may not be, so out of the ordinary. And phew, yeah, it's one of those things where it just, I mean, it could be just an accident. She just, it was middle of the night, tired, and just didn't notice, didn't realize she was off the main road. So bummer. Yeah, it does suck. So, all right, let's go back to Justin a little more. She's got another guest on.
I think everyone's jumping on a gun. Like, we gotta wait for law enforcement to say something.
I mean, I trust. I personally trust Adventures with Purpose as much as I trust anybody. I mean, this is what they do.
Yeah, and they
But-
said that it was confirmed because you got to remember the father and the grandfather were at the scene. They've got the high tech equipment, and I'm pretty sure they went down and photographed her and probably confirmed it right there on the spot.
and they pull the tag off. Thank you, Mike. It's echoing and stuff.
You're
It
welcome.
sounds really bad. So thank you so much for
But we don't
coming.
know. I mean, at the end of the day, we don't know yet. We're just
Absolutely.
trying to put bits and pieces together.
Yes. Thank you, Mike.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. Yeah, it was echoing. It's so hard to talk when it's echoing. You know what I mean?
Just a sad state of affairs. But, again, we're very thankful for people like Adventures with Purpose that go out and try to help. And,
They're just angels.
even SF investigators, they were out there looking.
Yes.
So,
This is from your video. Have you contact? Okay. This is from SF Investigates, and I think this is from his video. And I'm not saying this is the car or anything, but this looks very interesting. You know what I mean? There was a few of those. So it will be interesting to see if it was, kind of the same area and all that.
right.
Let me look at my email because I've got a bukus of emails right now. Let's see what we got.
Yes, Adventures with Purpose does do all this work for free of charge. And you can go to adventureswithpurpose.com, I believe, and there's an option to donate right on their page if you guys would like to donate to them.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Area of picture. Yeah, I've already showed that.
So what's the level here? I mean, how many people think that this is some tragic accident, and how many people think, or do you? Yeah, maybe I should. I'm just curious while you're looking.
I personally, in my opinion, I think it's foul play.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I hope it's not.
Right. Yeah, I think that's what we all hope. But kids these days, I mean, we're seeing it every day. There's a whole really angry generation.
You're not a
Really
kid.
odd generation.
So the Daily Mail is reporting dive claims it has found missing Kiely Rodney, 16, in her car upside down in 14 feet of water 2 weeks after she vanished from outdoor party in Tahoe National Forest. Kiely Rodni, 16 years old, has been found in the car near her Truckee home, a dive group claimed.
Yeah, I read the Daily Mail, and it seems like they believe that she was found in Donner Lake, and she wasn't. She was found in Prosser.
Yes. And this is
Donner Lake was one of the first lakes that they checked out and cleared. The second lake that they checked out and cleared was Boca Reservoir. Then they went, from my understanding, to Stampede. And then it sounds like the last place they checked was Prosser, and they found her within 30 minutes.
Yeah, it didn't take them long. Wow. There's been a lot of, and that's another thing. These sweaters, these hoodies, right? God, it breaks my heart to see them. Are they both going to be in the car?
Good question.
Are they going to be, is any of them going to be on Kiely? Thank you, Heather. Thank you for always being, thank you. You're very kind. I appreciate it, Heather. Thank you. I don't know, man. We're just going to have to see. Play Sammy's interview at 21:32 and listen.
Which one? I guess
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I
question.
mean, you're going to have to give me more than that, honey. It's just one of the, and they leave. I feel like I don't know how to do a poll on here. I have no idea.
I don't either. I know there's a way, but I haven't figured it out
I
myself.
haven't either. I don't think you can do it through StreamYards.
Yeah, I think it's those bots, where you set them up on the bots and you can press them and then post.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah.
We're a little more
Either
here.
way, I mean, it's just, I think we should all just keep Kiely's family and friends in our prayers, because I really think at the end of the day, Sammy really was not her friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You don't do that to friends. And it just sounds like, she was only, Kiely was only as good to her for a ride. When Kiely was no longer good for her for a ride, she didn't care. And that's sad, and somebody like Jagger that was 4 hours away, it sounded like, they were obviously broke up, but it sounded like he really had a lot of feelings for her still.
I mean, they still talked, right?
Yeah.
And
Regularly.
they remained friends. The timeline to me is just eerie. I feel like when they went back to the car, Sammy, Kiely, and two other friends, which they've never, Sammy's never said their names.
And she's never said who drove her home. She never said.
Exactly. And to me,
a friend took her, but she never alleged who that was.
And to me, I feel like the persons that was in Kiely's car or whatever is the people that drove her home.
Yeah. Possible.
But that's speculation. It's just all
speculation. It's all of this is going to be speculative. We're all going to be speculating until we finally get the autopsy from the coroner and find out what truly happened. And that's, and even then, there will still be some people that disagree. I mean, it's just the name of the game, and so
now I am. What is it? I sent you a picture of the search team.
All right. Yeah, I totally agree with Kate. It's just way too early to even to speculate. I mean, wondering is one thing. What could have happened? Was she drinking? Was she just distracted? Was she just tired and fell asleep? Was it just a straight up accident? And she went off the road and didn't realize. I know, who knows? You just can't yet. I mean, to speculate it on your own, you're right. I don't think they should be doing a poll. Oh, do you think it was foul play? Yeah, that's way too early for that. That's the kind of thing you do, days later when things start leaking and uh, and things like that. The boyfriend situation, I have no idea. I haven't read those yet. I'm looking for stuff. I'm reading through stuff. A lot of it talks about her. Um, so I don't even know if the boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, whatever he is right now, it's don't even know if that's relevant or not. So just something to think about. Definitely way too early to start asking, was it foul play? Was she drunk? Or start, oh, she was probably drunk and she was probably this. Yeah, we don't know that. We don't know. So I definitely wouldn't um, take my conversation to go that route.
I see you. Can you find that on my group? I don't know. We have to do it on my phone. I don't see it. If you want to email it to me, you can email it. Let me make sure. Ventures with Purpose fan group. Some people are saying that it was at the end of the ramp, like you were saying, Betty.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll it's to be continued at this point.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very emotional video for them, when this one comes out, that they, because they film all of these.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. Let me look on Twitter one last time, and then I'm gonna are you going live tonight?
I already went live. I just did an 8-minute live when this was breaking.
Yeah, I was running in from groceries and
Yeah, I actually, because I turn my cell phone off typically during lives, and I keep forgetting to turn the ringer back on, and I literally had like 15 or 20 missed calls, and I'm like, what the hell did I miss? And I look, and sure enough, I'm like, oh boy, this is, and it's kind of like when it's first, I'm literally speechless. I don't even know what to say. I'm just, I'm devastated at the news. You still always wish, just these cases happen. They're just sad. Very, very sad. I think I heard a kid. I think he went to go check on a kid. So I'll try to see what you guys are saying in here just to keep the conversation going for a little bit. We need to see where the car went over into the, yep, it says we need to see what where the car went over into the water to understand it being upside down. It could have dipped, slid, or something to make it flip upside down. That's what I'm hearing most likely may have happened. So when your car is taking on water, I guess the water has a way of flipping the car. So that is, I've heard somebody tell me that earlier tonight in group chats. So that is probable.
okay. Hey guys, I gotta jump off for a little bit. I'm sorry.
That's
I gotta
okay.
jump
Well, it
off.
was
I
great to see
apologize.
you. Again, everybody, please just keep this family in their
Thank you, Becca.
prayers. I mean, it's just sad, devastating news that's probably going to be hitting a lot of us, over the next 24 hours.
Yes. If anything else comes out that's crazy, you know, and, like legitimate, then somebody will be live. I'm sure
Yeah.
I'll be live. Betty will be live. Somebody, trust
Yeah.
me, somebody will be there.
Well, thank you for having me.
No,
You
thank
know,
you,
I wish
Betty.
it
I'm
was
sorry
under
I didn't
better circumstances. But you know, just we need to pray for her. So I'm glad that we can finally start getting answers.
Yes, guys, please smash that thumbs up button. It's the way it gets the message out there, and it really helps all the channels. So,
All right. Bye,
thank you,
guys.
Betty. Thank you,
Take
guys.
care.